Hello, my name is Matt Ashton. I'm a systems engineer here at Gigamon and happy to talk to you all today about the recent release of the Office of Management and Budget's OMB Memorandum M-22-09 and what it means for zero trust and for agencies to adopt and implement zero trust. So OMB M-22-09 is an extension to the President's Executive Order 14028, which calls for agencies to develop a plan for how they're going to implement zero trust. So M-22 builds on this by providing deadlines as to when progress should be made on some of these goals, and also clearly outlines, what some of these security goal pillars are. And these are by CISA. They've identified 5 major zero trust pillars, those being identity, devices, networks, apps and workloads, as well as data. So across all 5 of these pillars, visibility and analytics is specifically called out as a major thing that must be addressed when it comes to zero trust. And that's across both hybrid and multi-cloud environments. So with that being said, it's important to reiterate that Gigamon is the market leader when it comes to deep observability, network visibility, and analytics, right? So we captured that traffic from any workload across the network, regardless of where that workload is, and we're able to take that data and officially send it to any tool that needs to see it. And in between, we're able to optimize tool performance by separating the signal from the noise. We're removing irrelevant traffic from the data stream before it reaches the tool. That way the tool only focuses on what it needs to see, and it makes that tool perform to the best of its ability. And this is incredibly important when it comes to zero trust and having your zero trust tools be able to see the data they need to see and respond as quickly as possible to threats. So across 5 of these pillars, I'm going to address 3 today that Gigamon really plays a valuable role in. So for devices, the M-22-09 specifically talks about EDRs, endpoint detect and response tools. However, EDRs are great for protecting endpoints, but they're alone are not sufficient in protecting the entire network. For one, you can't deploy EDRs on every single device that's communicating across the network. You can't deploy agents on bring your own device, IoT devices, et cetera. So that's not it's going to leave a lot of blind spots if you're just relying on EDRs. Also, you want to be able to supplement that endpoint visibility with network traffic visibility, whether that's a network detect and response tool like Gigamon Threat Insight, or being able to capture packets across the network, as well as generating very insightful metadata from that traffic to send to a tool for further analysis. In regards to networks, M-22-09 really calls for a lot of encryption, encrypt everywhere. Particularly, they zero in on DNS traffic as well as web traffic with HTTP and HTTPS. But it's important to know that, all of these agencies are using way more protocols than just DNS and HTTPS. So it's important to have the ability to decrypt traffic in any type of traffic that needs to be, inspected further. In addition to that, if you don't want to, decrypt traffic and, expose traffic even more, you can also extract rich, intelligent metadata from those packets before sending off to your tools. That way you're able to maintain encryption and protection, but also glean very valuable information in terms of that traffic for analysis. When it comes to data, M-22-09 really calls for logging with integrity. It builds on top of these maturity models set forth by another memo, M-21-31, that establishes different maturity model levels for agencies in regards to being able to effectively log. But it's important to note that application and endpoint logs are not enough to really give you the true visibility that you need. There's a common theme there. And that's because these endpoint and application logs can be easily altered, deleted, removed. In fact, attackers usually go for this first as their first step to an attack to be able to, remove any types of tracing that can get led back to them. So it's important to be able to capture logs from the network as well. And Gigamon is great for that in terms of being able to generate rich net flow, different types of metadata from these packets that you can send in a lightweight, efficient way to tools for further analysis. With that being said, my name is Matt Ashton. My information is provided. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions or concerns. Happy to help and collaborate. Thanks.